13 points at that time.
Yep. The fights continue. Tyler 15. Tyler 15 has gone down a little pressure from the inside. You've got to think these players know there's already 4 eliminations between 4-0 as well as Noward and
about Tyler 15 eliminated. They had planned to run just the first qualifier, week 2 together. If they did not qualify for the World Cup, they agreed that they were going to try and hook up with their normal duos. And lo and behold, they qualified for the World Cup, so here they are. They have not spent a lot of time either, and it's amazing to say that. The lead between those two, oftentimes, when you watch them, they're on top of each other's games at the right time.
65 players left. Chocolate grenades used as a right now. Rocket to the face, down to the other team. Nicely. 5 minutes to pop. Oh no, space is full health, so it's a space if you need some.
They are good to go. They are good to go.
Space is eliminated. Space is any more AR and
we even saw that kind of thing happen in the Pro-Am. I think Tim the Tatman faced attacks from multiple sides all in the box. It happened. A number of players know how that feels, so the ammunition does get chewed through quite quickly.
W and Blue Tee. The main lodge right now, Sid's Lucky. Don't see the duo anywhere, so Sid's Lucky might be all by himself at the moment. 62 players left. Zate, remember, by himself. Sass did get cut down earlier on, and it looks like Vinny also all alone. Maybe second one dropped earlier on in this game too.
Going into these late games, Jack.
Yeah.
Especially when we're on the second to last. Pressure is at an all-time high for some of these players, especially the ones that have never experienced a LAN event like this. And this is the biggest one that Fortnite has ever had. Do you think they're going to be able to capitalize on that, take advantage of their own nerves to use that? Or is it going to get the best of them?
I'm just really, I can't even speak from experience on this. I mean, yeah, sure, I played in a few Pro-Ams and sure outplayed you, Tim, Ninja, well, basically everyone yesterday as I got top 8, and that was a real performance that I'm really proud of.
Jack Jones both winnings and wins.
But as we take this again, I actually forget what I was going to. I'm letting myself so much, but Nate Hill, 4 points up for this game overall. And well, that's that moment we're talking about. With the shield broken, the entire lobby has decided you are the player we're going to shoot at. And Nate Hill is material. This is looking like it's going to end right here for this phase. Try to make it just a frantic blitz-on shot. At that point, it's desperation. 6 total builds, no healing, only 34 HP.
Imagine if Nate had caught.
Did tag him.
And no shot to the side is caught between multiple teams. Players rotating themselves. Players that were locally taking shots. A tough break there in game 5 for Nate Hill in front ball.
Elimination, help us circle through. 57 players left down the field. This is home that basically the forest. Most rooms are now gone. I'm looking at that right now. This is a central zone where everything remains. So players on the outside need to move into the ball areas. The zone pushing forward. Here are Metro and Mongol. A quiet game so far. 0 eliminations up. The question remains, will EU climb up into the top 3? They're just on the outside right now. I know this is a NA home turf, but I know the hundreds of thousands of European members of the community are out there rooting for duos like Mongol and Metro to pop on up. And unfortunately, when I mentioned EU duos, I just saw Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage go down to the duo of Arkram and Falconer as they continue to perform well. A team also in the top 6.
One game still remaining. One circle. The southeast push. This is the 50-50 where you're going to see a number of players sit inside the next safe zone. And with that ability to watch people rotate in, that's where a lot of the eliminations in the game happen, is people trying to get into the next position. Players like Mongrel, Metro, they are in the spots to take advantage of that. That being said, Ronaldo does take out the trip. He picks up that on 28 duos are now close to placement points. Yeah, that happened at 15, Jack.
Yeah. Small little shield tap. Good job of getting up there. So tough with elevation here when there's so many builds. Bottom right of your screen, another solo still remaining. It's Zayd, who still has at least 2 shadow bombs left, Dr. Lupo.
Those players we've watched thus far, we'll just going to play out. Then obviously pop up with that purple tag. See if you do enough damage to pick up an elimination, or at least a knock, especially as we get in the circles where movement of the entire zone is going to happen. A knock will translate into a full elimination. The siphon will kick in, HP or shield. Those last second healings before things start to move, those are huge. They give you that little boost you might need to engage in the fight on the move. Falconer, Archer, kind of smack dab a little 1 second before the circle starts moving.
I mean, I feel like this duo hasn't been spoken about a ton so far today. They're currently top 5 in another place where...
Incredible player.
Yeah, they can absolutely make some noise right here in this one if they can finish strong. Remember, other seasons, top 5 representation. Zayd still in this one. Falconer and Archer. Archer quite weak at the moment, though. About 120 HP in total. 27 duos left. Keeping in mind the format of this game, it's top 15, and they're going to go ahead and shockwave across. They both use one shockwave together, and now the push begins. Falconer slowly inching towards the zone. He's being pressured by some stinks at the moment. Only 7 total builds left. He's got to follow up his teammate, and that's a great recovery by this duo. He's made it back to Archer, but look at the high ground, folks. The battle begins now. Aqua and Nylon are winners from last game, already back on height, and high ground has been the key to victory so far today.
Back-to-back Pro-Am winner, and the duo is off below. Of the circle, you see players flying across the safe zone. The shockwave grenades so key in movement late game right now in the current meta. Players on bottom fighting it out. Only a few ballers left in play right now, and they're most likely, if not already, going to be eliminated very quickly. But on top, they'll come floating back down here in just a second.
Battle still going. Nyrox and Aqua off the high ground. No one challenging for it as of yet. You got Elevate and C still on the low ground. Punisher there as well. Mongrel still making plays happen without any movement items left. We are 1 team away from placement points being earned, and there it is. We're now in our top 15.
Zayd getting caught off guard from behind. Name drops in.
He wound up dropping in 16th.
It's just outside points.
Will never placement points this game. The lobby begins to drop like flies, and look on the high ground still, folks. It's Nyrox and Aqua setting themselves up for a great spot at the end of this game. 2 players still left to forward. Somehow, Mongrel is up. No, he goes down right now.
Players all the way to the high ground. Still Aqua and Nyrox. They have absolute ownership of everything underneath them so long as they stay on top of their material count. They don't get overzealous for both builds. You have to savor those, because right now there's nothing left unless you pick it up from a player that gets eliminated. Height of the entry zone goes down. Spray from that minigun from Aqua. He is not letting anybody do much damage.
So powerful. 2 duos left. It's Aqua and Nyrox. Sees and Elevate. The rest are also close down low. Show the elimination on the check. Sees and Elevate decided to drop down low because I believe they're out of builds. They just got to go brawler mode right now. He's getting choked by the minigun of Aqua as he continues to rain down fire. Elevate now weak as well.
The circle's moving back the other way. Wolfies is at the forefront right now in one of the best spots because of all those builds potentially already owned. He can just make his way on through without challenge.
Skype trying to challenge for high ground to get that beamed. Daedra and Wolfies in this game as solos. Kluja as well. Aqua and Nyrox. Could they get another victory royale? Currently at 5 eliminations this game.
Aqua, stink grenades from above, still driving the minigun, still 250 small ammunition remaining. This thing is so punishing from above. You have that high ground advantage. You have the shots on Wolfies from above the elimination, a 3v2 situation. Aqua, Nyrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale, Jack.
Pressure coming on in, they drop down low, the tag's coming.
Oh my push them all the way to the top of the leaderboard. And they are one game away, if they can hold that, from $3 million.
Impossible for any other team to even try to contest some unlock. Down.
Which one?
Here, Collusion was doing everything he could, but again, number disadvantage, Dr. Lupo, and health disadvantage. We're on the close round as well. In the game, trying to edit a bit. The final shot is Aqua still. Drops him with 200 HP. And again, much deserved as they take the victory.
The reactions from these players are my favorite parts, especially at this level. One game remaining. World Cup Finals Duos competition, and the best players we've ever seen in any lobby, literally ever. And we're here along with literally 18,000 people at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah, and they are enjoying themselves here today. What a feeling it has been. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage so far of the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. A reminder for the millions watching online right now, we still have another day of competition, and tomorrow it gets even more intense. The solos competition will be underway. Tfue will be involved as well. I'm sure a lot of people here looking forward to that, as it is going to be one to remember tomorrow. There's no duos that can save you. There's no reboots. It's you and you only. The nerves will be at an all-time high.
Who do you have? If you look at the entire list of everybody just real quick, one or two names, who do you think's going to do well?
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm looking at anyone who's double qualified. I mean,
100%.
right off the bat, and people that could be favorites. And, whoa, we just got the standings. And now I'm completely focused. Sap and Zate still in the lead.
3 points, Jack. Yeah. First and second separated by 2 points. The 2 victory royales now for Nyrox and Aqua, definitely moving them way up the leaderboard.
But look
second
at this.
place now.
EU and NA. The fight back and forth is there, right?
Twitter's talked about it about 1 million times. Yep. Reddit says it over and over again. EU versus NA, and I think right now this leaderboard screams that the competition on both sides is huge. Page 2 on your screen now, Jack.
And there's Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, 12th place right now, 25 points. The difference between 11th and 20th. Dr. Lupo is anybody's game. And through what a day we've had so far, just one game left. Everything on the line. We're preparing for this one as it should be starting up momentarily, but again, there are our leaders. And what we saw right there was them actually looking at second place, seeing exactly where they stand. Remember, when tiebreakers come into play, that second victory royale will make a major difference. We are almost ready for this last game here, but we want to take a look back at game number 5 with Ball.
Thank you so much. Courage, the action is crazy and this leaderboard is so tight at the top. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from Zate and Sap's game because Sap actually went down early. So let's go ahead and roll it because this is Zate being 300 IQ. Using the sound of the slipstream. This is something he does so well. Crouching up. These players have no idea he's coming in. Finishes off the first one right away. That's 4 when Tux tries to make the play, but not before he finishes the elimination. And then Zate ends up going down, tries to get off the place for a bit, but continues on forward, gets back up with the slipstream, eventually comes back up to take out the last remaining player. So this was a clutch. And if you think about the standings right now, they were at 40 points before this game began. They got 3 points in this one here by himself. That's what puts him in the lead here today, right now. Finally picking up bolts on the outside of the zone. That's perfect play from Zate. He did get this one last elimination, and they did not play too well in the last game. Again, they have to have a strong game here. But when you think about the rest of them too, Margle and Mitro, they have only while I mean, literally, it comes down to one per player's performance. I can't wait to see this last game. Gentlemen, please, if you don't mind, close this out.
Thank you, Balla. Great stuff as always. And whoa, there. Okay.
Marshmallow joining us on cast.
Yeah, I think that's basically exactly how it works. Now we have a little special announcement for everyone live in the venue right now. On Sunday, tomorrow, the first 2,500 fans to enter the Arthur Ashe Stadium will receive a Marshmallow cosplay helmet to wear during the performance. The first 400 fans to enter the stadium will Marshmallow supply drop codes. These special codes contain the Marshmallow outfit, the Mellow Rider glider, the all-new Mellow Mallets pickaxe, and 1,000 V-Bucks. Also, the first 10,000 fans to enter the stadium will receive Fortnite-themed thunder axes to make noise while cheering on their favorite players during the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Doors to the Arthur Ashe Stadium open at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, so you want to make sure you get here early to make sure you get your seat. I'm looking forward to that. We got to
show me the axes, please.
I mean, look at this. You know how loud it's going to be here tomorrow when you're banging these around your siblings with these wind up going. But I'm ready for that performance. It's going to be an absolute blast. I know, I'm sure you're looking forward to that as well. Marshmallow is so much fun to watch live. But this is at the end of this game, we will crown ever Fortnite World Champions. I cannot believe we made it here. Ladies and gentlemen, noise. $15 million on the line here. 3, 2, 1.
10 weeks of practice, the qualifiers, constant hours of scrimmaging against each other. These players know each other's strategies. They know where they're going to drop. They know when they will and won't pressure. This is going to be intense. Everything comes down to this last match, and as we've seen from previous games, 20-plus points is easily attainable in a single match, which means tons of players still in contention for first place.
Yeah. Anyone can still make some moves here.
The back-to-back winners, Nyrox, Aqua on your screen right now. The southwest. If it works, I think you stick to it.
Right? I mean, it's working for these guys right now. Will take home the Fortnite World Champion title. And already the first player drop, Eclipse goes, Tetra goes. That will end their duos competition just like that. Before Aqua and Nyrox have even landed, that's tough not for them both.
Feels bad, man. The artist on the next one, you know, Aqua. Quick little note there, they'll 1,152 damage in the last match, over 3 times higher than the match average of 335. I think that goes to show us how involved Aqua and Nyrox get when combat situations arise. An opportunity to third party, take shots at players on rotation. Yep. Those damage numbers add up in a big way, and most of the time to eliminations. Jack. Placement is huge as well. Gives in and Wolf is able to make shots here. Players over at Snobby to pick up that first elimination. Twiz goes down to very key. Format on the right side of the screen, if you forgot. Look up top, that little evil base. The bolt action sniper rifle. Temporarily vaulted, brought back a headshot as a knockdown, 105 to the body. Big damage there.
Players bullfighting with Keatstar and Hunter. Shockwave grenades picked up, 20 builds possible. 200 HP, so they have all the shields they could ever want. Wondering if they've done any damage yet to their opponents. So they'll just go happy to back them on the I don't want their final game to end super early.
I'm curious if they know other players are over there at Megamall. Meanwhile, Agent Sean, Paradise Bomb, Aiden goes down. It's all up to Sean to try and make the his model. SSK, Jam Side, also dropping down here every single time, but it is not enough. Jam Side comes out on top, able to temporarily save his duo.
And there goes Aiden and Sean. They now exit The World Cup duos as well.
More pressure though. Jay and Little also dropping here at Paradise. These highly defensive, very important people. Oh my gosh, the aggression.
Shockwaves, stink grenades deployed, and there it goes. The elimination comes on through as they got the second sharks in the water, chase down their opponent.
You can't really blame them either in situations like this, though, especially the World Cup. If you get a knockdown, if you're in a 2v1, you're even willing to sacrifice your teammate potentially in a situation like that to try and get another.
Already, people are dropping clutch rate for this game.
Oh, 100%.
Already down to 7 duos eliminated from this one. 84 players left in total. And you might think, that's not a lot in Fortnite, but trust me, right now, they're going quick. I'll say this duo of Daedra and M1Z, if they can make it to late game with the assault rifles they have a legendary assault rifle and an epic infantry rifle. Both of those can shred. And as we know, editing out windows, finding opponents who are rotating, maybe hitting a slipstream or a shadow form. Some well-timed AR shots can mean quick damage and eliminations.
We're going to have to see going into the late game. 30 seconds. Meanwhile, over at the Neo Tilted, we've seen this 2v2 so many times. Clicks and Skeptic versus Mongrel and Miko. Taken all the way up top. See if he can hit a shot through his quick edit. 103 from Mongrel from underneath. Now try and take the high ground. At this point, no shield on Clicks inside the box. Trying to get the edit. Can't quite get it just yet. Here we go, opting to maybe make a rotation away. They're using the shadow to climb all the way up the high ground. Can't quite get it. He's going to have to jump all the way to the bottom to get back out of the fight. Hits from underneath. He's going to box up just a little bit and rotate for a better angle at this point. Meanwhile, Vitro in the baller. Bottom of the building. They're paired up together at this point. Actually, they're shifted buildings. High ground from above on this fight. Even that baller can't quite see if they got the break just yet. But separated, Mongrel and Mitro not going to be as effective as Clicks and Skeptic when it comes to solo, just applying pressure to a single target. And that's so important because you can get a shield burst, believe it or not, because you've shot the same target. Like, you beamed them down. You push your shots through their builds to try and counter it. It's so much easier when you're standing on top of each other. That might be pivotal in deciding who wins the current 2v2.
Yeah, they're going to say Skeptic saves Clicks right there. If there are time, they get the minis popped as well. Landjock and Punisher, who had some early exits in the games. Beginning of today, looking to see if they can end on a high note right now. One chunk splashed. You can see 57. Landjock with the elimination down on the. As they continue to bust on through. 2 versus 1. Lenane dead. They get the full elimination. Chunk splash actually missed right there as he was shockwaved away, but he'll hop right back in to help his dude.
Drop in by the same body. Opponents. There's kind of no way out of some of the walls not necessarily.
Clicks and Skeptic run away from Tilted to not have to deal with a fight there, but instead push right into XXM and X-Men. Now the fight begins. Skeptic dropping on back, trying to dodge the sticks. Clicks. And the elimination was actually finished by the airstrike coming on through.
himself. The two duos here, Dubs and Mega. The heavy snipe to drop Dubs down. He's going to have to build back just a little bit, reconnect. Make sure your structures are held up by more than just one there, and somebody's got their eye on Dubs still. They jump inside a pyramid, hold that edit. Mega sitting up on top of the windmill in a baller. Just kind of waiting at this point. They're just barely, you saw for just a second, 67 damage above the threshold.
But look, because it's a 70-player threshold and this lobby has dropped quicker, Storm Shield pops up, one player gets eliminated to drop the lobby down to 69, and immediately the Storm threat is over. So Storm Surge pops up for a second, but the Storm Surge shuts down on this second zone when the player count drops below 70. So only one player had to go down. That's exactly what happens. So the players below the damage threshold right there do just escape for the moment as the threat is gone for right now.
1 minute remaining to the next circle. The final match for the duos competition here at the Fortnite World Cup. Still anybody's game. Like you said, $15 million on the line, and Saf and Zayt are really pushing for that first place position. Applying pressure from above, gonna drop down. Let's do a little bit of damage, but not the best spot to sit and try and fight that. Saf's gonna back up top and use that final mini, 149 total HP. And I was literally about to say, can still go down to a heavy snipe to the body, and that may be exactly what happened. Luckily at that range, Zayt can still pick Saf up. Less pressure comes in from that duo that just took that shot.
They just get updated that Mitro was just eliminated, but remember folks, this is Zayt and Saf on your screen, who are our current leaders today. Saf knocked. It looks like Zayt's gonna try to go for the revive, and no one's nearby. Talk about a perfect scenario for them to be able to get a revive in. That could have spelled disaster. But up off the ground goes Saf, and they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're both back in play.
Looks like the players that took the shot sitting at that modern building at Loot Lake, the north side there, still inside the safe zone. Meanwhile, the spread of all these players starting to tighten up just a little bit. Mongrel, one of the most popular EU players, all on his own right now. Mongrel, Mitro, 10 points behind first, 2 points behind fifth overall going into this match. They are so close to the top of the leaderboard, Jack. Saf and Zayt, by the way, first going to this match.
Exactly where the players stack up. Mongrel, all the pressure on him. If there's one thing you can see, legendary rocket launcher. The way Mongrel makes the most incredible performance of his entire life is if he can somehow get high ground late game and use the max ammo rocket launcher, fire down shots, and get multiple eliminations. And there's an 86 tag right away with that legendary infantry rifle.
Sees the build down at the bottom, looking just to take any shot he can, any damage he can deal. With eliminations, even just one or two, maybe Keys is lucky, and Brush flying in. Right side here, just a second. Meanwhile, Aqua and Nyrox, the back-to-back winners, looking to pick up their third duo victory royale. Intercepting, catches an opponent inside the green box. The duo looks to follow through, take the wall, the shots through, and the back-to-back healing may happen. Still applying pressure, and there it is.
And you see the excitement right there. Every point they get is an opportunity to make this comeback happen and a potential win for the European region. I just saw Chinkin go down in the elimination feed, and they've got chunk splashes galore. Still get back up to full health, and still scrappy game right now for Zayt and Saf. 2 points on the board, and they are nowhere close to earning placement points at this point.
A minute remaining before the next storm. They're going to have to position themselves to move. For too long, pressure is going to happen on the rotation. You're going to see players in position, people moving into the outside of the storm. When we get to circle 5 to 6, when the half and half happens, that's kind of when everything gets a little crazy, right? Yeah. The elimination feed is full of players getting knocked and finished by the storm, potentially. You have duos going down at that point, but right now, Saf and Zayt biding their time. They don't want to burn too many materials this early. 60 possible builds in Saf's inventory, 50 in Zayt's. Don't have to move just yet.
Reminder for everyone watching at home, this is our final game today. At the end of this, the score will be tallied, and we will crown our first ever Fortnite World Cup champions, our Fortnite World Champions, live from the Art Crash Tennis Stadium here in New York City. Stay involved in the conversation. Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup before, well, everything goes insane in these next few moments. The fourth zone has popped out of 56 players left, 34 duos. Who will take the final victory royale?
Now, Rojo and Wolfie's all the way up top, on top of the hill here. They do have at least one ball. Wolfie's just kind of baiting, looking to take a shot. Beating your teammate is the worst idea. Blair's going to move down this little camp underneath shack, farm up everything if he can. What we see late games where it comes down to potentially who does and does not have getting those couple materials. Heard the snipe shot there. Looks like nobody got connected with it. Oh, wait. 7 build in that inventory. Mega and Dubs down underneath. Literally right next door. Bell, Mongrel, across the street, 4ZR and nowhere. This might be the time for players like Mega and Dubs to take shots through. That's why they're editing the windows. They're looking for players rotating or even getting pressured from others that may be around them to shoot in on the same surfaces, see if they can pick up those eiters.
Remember, Dubs and Mega currently top 5 in this tournament. Still looking to be able to break on through, to make some noise.
A moment ago, Nyrox, the back-to-back duo winners, picked up an elimination for them, but yes, 31 duos. More than half of the lobby needs to go down before we even get to placement points. And Nyrox and Aqua are sitting on 4 total right now, which is huge for them.
They're already in the next zone. They're on the high ground. They've got 5 shadow bombs, near max materials, 4 shockwave grenades, already 4 limbs. Ben, they could somehow do this. They actually are in an incredible position to win another game, and there they just eliminated Ronaldo. The 5th elimination for Nyrox and Aqua. They've already got another player down to just HP too.
At this point, imagine 3 victory royales in a row for this duo would be absolutely definitive that this is one of the best, if not the best duo in Fortnite right now.
Insanely intense right now. So much on the line for these players. They're boxed on up. Keep in mind, the average age of the players here today, 16. And what is that update? That's Nyrox and Aqua.
Jackets 1 point from first and second.
Point away from first. But there, Zane gets it a limb. Now 2 points away again. Saf with an limb as well.
It was the same player. It was the
knocking him. Okay, but still, either way, within a couple points of first place, and on the top left, the team in second. On the bottom right, the team in first. Who will become the first ever Fortnite World Champions?
Rotation occurring, Mongrel the feed, picking up the
Dubs! He just knocked out, he just lived Dubs!
Saf and Zay waiting on the bottom, only 1 elim, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They just need to focus on positioning and catching players on rotation. Funk is on the screen, tons of players bunched up near each other. Mongrel, and he shots the rocket out. Happen there, Mongrel be able to pick up an elim soon. An RPG late game in competitive Fortnite, super advantageous, especially if you have players that are on move. Quick edits. Mongrel's looking for a chance. Big shout to players that do not know that it's there.
And remember, earlier in the competition, it was and getting 5 extra limbs, which put them into the top 3 after just game number 1. Now it's Mongrel's turn to do the same. The new pickup for FaZe Clan looking to clutch on up. Putting shots down range. I believe this is Mega, one of his teammates on FaZe, who's on the other side of that metal, and he's not relenting with this pressure. Both of these duos actually in our top 10 right now. The new zone pops on up, and this is a full moving zone. Did he get the elim? He did! Mongrel with the elimination onto Mega. Just so single-handedly took down Dubs and Mega.
I don't know if you saw that when the elim popped up on his screen. The eyebrows raised just a little bit. He may have even been surprised that he picked that one off. That's a huge point for that duo.
Absolutely within arm's reach of making this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the final moments of the Fortnite World Cup Duos competition. Who will take home $3 million?